Hey guys, welcome to the NugSmasher Factory here in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Let's take a tour. Follow me. So basically, as you know, we print all of our own labels, stickers, do all of our own graphics in-house. So this is obviously one of two factories. We have a factory in California and one here in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. So this is the Lake Havasu City factory, our newest factory that will allow us to actually fulfill the worldwide demand of the product. So over here is where we do the stickers and labeling and whatnot, graphic design, video whatnot is in this area, and then you can come this way. A lot of people don't know, but we do have customer service that is on staff at the factory 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that's, again, 7 days a week. So these guys are there at the factory. They're seeing what's going on, what's being built. And they can answer all your questions, concerns, so on and so forth. And that's this department right up here is our customer service department. Now, all of our machines have electronics in them, wiring, so on. We make that over here in our wiring department. So we have a prep department that preps all the wire parts for our assembly lines. All the wire components are made and built over here. So over here is where all the electronics are built, and they're constantly feeding all these little parts, these wire parts and the parts that are in your machines to the assembly lines. They're making harnesses out of them and all kinds of little stuff that's needed. They are wiring our PID controller for the machines over here. It's prepping different pieces, which are just literally hundreds of different pieces that are required for the machines, so that the guys can assemble them all together in a back electronic panel and put them in the actual machines. You can see, thermocouples and heaters and the wire loom and whatnot that he's constantly prepping over here. Switches that require jumpers on them and all kinds of stuff. It's kind of funny, but you think of this switch, we put an extra fuse in this for our customers, so we put 2 fuses in it so they have an extra fuse. We got to snap the switch and whatnot in, and you put all this harness on here just to make a switch that is going to be part of a bunch of other stuff, So there's a lot of steps to all of it to make sure it's right, to make sure that our customers are getting a good quality product. And it has to be right enough because we put the lifetime warranty on it, So we have to do the best we can and pull out all the stops, for quality. So we're gonna go to the laser as where the process starts. The blanks are being cut. Here's where the parts and pieces come out. This is our fiber laser machine. So the sheets of steel come in. They go into the machine here on the shelves, and the machine takes the steel in to that shuttle table there, brings it inside the laser and cuts parts. These are what the parts look like, how they make the sheet. So parts come out of the sheet. You can see what's left of the sheet is very little. So that's how that's cut. Then we also cut thinner plate steel that has to be formed and bent and changed. And that's where we do over in these departments here. The robot bends all of our smaller steel, and then we have a CNC press brake that bends all the other intricate steel that we need, all the other panels that are larger. Behind all these curtains here is where all the welding's done. So the frames are welded together. You can hear them blazing. We're gonna go take a look at what they're doing behind the curtain. Follow me. See, all these parts are cut on our fiber laser machine here, and all the parts come together and they're all put together like a jigsaw puzzle, which we'll see inside the welding department, and they're all welded together. So come on in, let's check it out. So in here, where all the parts, we have all the parts that they're lined up along with lunch. And the guys start fitting the parts together in frames like this. The pieces go together, and you can see how it's tongue and grooved together. All the frames, how they're engineered to withhold the least amount of minimum deflection is what we're after. And that's what they have and how they're engineered. Then once they're placed together like this, they come over and they're welded together just like Paul's doing here. And those are getting ready to go into powder coating and get coated. So come on this way. Over here is where all the powder coating happens. So the powder coating booths in between the hole in the wall there and in that room. You can see this is how the units get coated. And then after he sprays powder on them, they're brought over to the oven, and it bakes for 10 minutes at 350 degrees. Each product's a little different, but 10 minutes at 350 degrees is the recipe for our powder coat. It's a wrinkle Sherman-Williams finish for the NugSmasher, specific to NugSmasher. So let's go over to our machine shop. So in addition to all the steel and structural steel stuff that we do for the frames, we also do a lot of machining for the plates and all of our accessories and everything else that we do. So let's take a look at what's going on over here. So machine shop, you have the mills lined up, and these guys actually work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a pretty amazing crew over here just to keep up with the flow of the demand of the assembly lines. So the plates and the little parts come from these guys. They start out as big bar stocks of steel like this, and you can see on the other side, see the big bar stocks of steel? That's how everything starts out. It's aluminum, 6061 aluminum is what we use. You can see that it's a US aluminum. It's made from Kaiser steel. And that's what we put in all of our units. Let's go look at some parts. Hey Ryan.
How's it going?
Good, man. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
So you see Ryan over here is working on small collection plates. So small collection plates that we're building. So he's in one of the two setups for the small collection plates. You can see he's doing the back side of them right now, which has a tap quarter 20 hole in them for the foot. Has an American flag made in the USA and our NugSmasher.com on it. And then what he's gonna do is he's gonna, on the next setup, is do the other side of it to make it an actual collection plate. So, and you can see this machine here is doing is it's tapping the holes in this now. So it's putting threads in those holes. See that? And that's how each one of these parts are built right here in our factories, just like this. Let's go see what this mill's doing. So Bruce is in this mill making OG plates, as you can see. So he goes through some irregular OG plates and then makes them all perfect. He's probing it to see where the actual plate is. This is determining where the part is in relation to the head. Now let's go see what this mill's doing. So this mill's working on making small decarb capsules, you can see. So he's going in and he's doing this setup first. He's facing all these. And then he's gonna go back, which is this side right here. And then he's gonna go back and do the other setup, which is this side right here. Pretty bitchin'. And that's how your small decarbs are made. So once we get the steel, the flat plate steel off of the laser cutters over here, we got to form and bend it. Now the small robot bender is what does a lot of our small bending, and Isabel's going to fire that up. She operates that robot. She's going to show us how it works. What do you got over here, Isabella?
I have some XP caps.
This is basically a piece of steel that looks like this, and we're going to bend it up into a nice square cap that goes on the back of the XP heat plates. So what this robot does is it's going to go through and it's going to pick out the particular tools that it needs based on what she's telling it to do over there at the control panel. And all this is programmed back at your computer. So Isabella wrote the whole program for this to make the part. Now after it puts the tools in, it's going to come over here and make the part. What's great about this thing is, you know, a human can make the part about the same amount of time, whereas this will run straight for weeks. You just keep loading it. So it does a tremendous amount of work. And the other thing about it is it's very accurate work. So the parts are super accurate, which is nice. And that's the part that it makes. So it changes it from this to that. And it just makes them for all day long. Just keeps making them. So it starts with the frames. You saw how we made the parts there, and then we sent them through the powder coat. They come on to the actual assembly line. They're inspected. The plates are added to them here. The top plates are put in. Clamps are put on. It comes down to the assembly line here. The rear panels, which he's wiring right here, goes in, clicks into the unit here, which you'll see Josh doing right here. And then the feet go on the unit. You know, here they're putting, they're gonna put caps on the unit and line the plates. So you can see the rear caps, the one that you just saw bent there goes on the end. And the units come on down here and they get, PIDs get programmed for the specific unit. Slides down around and the plates align, slides down around the corner. And quality controls the units, puts the stickers on them, does a final alignment on plates if needed, cleans the plates, and sends them around to the shipping, which is here. And you ever wondered how your NugSmasher Minis are packaged? You can see they're extensively packaged. You put them in these double wall inner boxes with the big insert in the bottom. This is the top. And then they're put in a outer box that this box slides in to make look like that, which is a big double wall box for shipping, so the inner box doesn't get damaged. So a lot goes into the actual packaging of the units. But this is a NugSmasher Mini line, so you can kind of see how the whole thing flows. And then they get put on pallets and packaged and then into inventory, as you can see at the end of the line here. That's a quick brief look of our factory in Lake Havasu. We're talking about NugSmasher, right? And what we're doing here. You know, we came here because the factory in California is built out. We can't produce and fulfill the worldwide demand for the product. You know, they need the available inventory. I know the dealers definitely do, and that's what the customers are telling them, and that's what our customers are saying. So, you know, they need inventory, and I can't tell you how hard we're working to give them that inventory. You know, to have a customer purchase a unit and be able to ship it out that day. You know, that's what we're doing with Minis finally, you know. So, you know, the next step's OGs on that, which is coming here real quick, you know. So, you know, giving the customer the available inventory of the machines and accessories when they need and want it is you know, what we're doing. So we're ramping our production up day and night. We're making all the improvements, all the capital investments to do that for our customers. So, you know, and I know for our customers, when they think of NugSmasher, like I was saying earlier, they think of the machine that is able to take cannabis to the level that they need and require, you know, to give them the help that they want or the fix they want or whatever the hell it is that they want. It gives it to them, you know, we know that. But for us in a company, you got to understand, it's quite the opposite. We're working day and night to achieve the impossible, if you will. So we're in a company that has a worldwide demand for our product, which everybody thinks is a great problem to have, but it's a lot of responsibility. So to meet that customer demand and need and everything everybody wants, and then constantly try to increase the quality of the product, constantly re-engineering and the time and effort and money spent in the engineering of the product and making everything better so it doesn't break. And there's a reason that we put a lifetime warranty on the product, you know? There's a reason that it's made right here in America and the USA. So we're trying to bring the very best value to our customer every day so that we can give the world the pleasure of making solventless rosin. So now you've had a chance to see the factory. Let's go take a rip.